Hey folks, it's your buddy Fatal Roadie. We're going to do the Smackdown Live recap for April 18th. Started off with a lot of talking, really. Charlotte came out, says complaining about how she was being treated and blah blah blah, and she wants a title shot. Back and forth, back and forth. Shane McMahon comes out and says, if you want a match, you're going to have to earn it against Naomi. So that was going to be scheduled for later on in the evening. Backstage, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina were complaining about how Charlotte just got there and now all of a sudden she's getting a title match. They walked away to talk privately. That's, like I said, just talk. That opened up. What was surprising was the six-pack challenge, which was Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Jinder Mahal, Mojo Rawley, Sami Zayn, and excuse me, Eric Rowan. It was a pretty good match. It went back and forth in every direction. I honestly thought it was going to be either Mojo Rawley or Luke Harper, given the fact that it was Randy Orton's a champion. He's got beef with Luke Harper. That would have been the most obvious answer to it. Plus, they've been trying to push Mojo Rawley since he won the Battle Royal at WrestleMania. And normally, if you win that Battle Royal, you end up getting a push. Jinder Mahal won by way of a little bit of interference from two people outside of the ring holding Sami Zayn's legs. Excuse me. Jinder cuts a promo talking, about how Americans don't conform to things. Again, talk. Orton comes out and basically tells Jinder Mahal the only thing he's getting is an RKO. Then flash. Bray Wyatt comes up on the video screen. If you needed to get a sandwich, this was your time. They were talking about the House of Horrors match, and I really, honestly, wasn't paying much attention to that. As much as I've tried to give Bray Wyatt the benefit of the doubt, the video promos and everything else like that are starting to wear thin. We cut backstage to AJ Styles being interviewed, and he basically says it doesn't matter who he faces for the U.S. title, whether it's Chris Jericho or Kevin Owens. Baron Corbin comes out and comes in and starts mouthing off, and AJ challenges him to a match later in the night. Then another shot of backstage. Tamina, Carmella, and Natalya are standing there and confront Charlotte. Charlotte just basically bumps past them all and walks out to the ring for her match. So the match against Naomi and Charlotte was a pretty good match. Naomi had basically the entire match. She was on the offense. And I honestly thought that she was going to be the one to win it. But at the very last minute, Charlotte came back. What was it? What's her signature move? Hit her with a natural selection, and got the pin. She's going to be she's the number one contender. She's going to be facing Naomi next week for the title. Uh, we had a tag match with American Alpha versus the Shining Stars, which I think are now being called the Colognes. It was a very short match. It wasn't really a lot to it. The Shining Stars, or the Colognes, won the match. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot to it. I was expecting a little bit more, being the fact that the Shining Stars jumped American Alpha, that there was going to be a little bit more of a fight to the match. And then there was 2 video packages. One of them being Lana, which I know she was going to be coming back in because Rusev was brought over to Smackdown. But apparently, from the looks of it, they're I don't know. It looks like she's going to be a stripper now. But we'll see. I guess she'll either be coming in when Rusev's, I think it was a shoulder, is healed up. We'll see. Then there was another one for the New Day. Excuse me. A video package for the New Day coming soon, which I'm not sure if they're waiting for Kofi Kingston's ankle to heal up or what they're doing with that. I don't know. It falls back on the same as Raw. I'll get into that here in a second. They had a interview with Ty Dillinger, and they went through a video package with him. Like I said, it was just a generic interview. They had a video package for Shinsuke Nakamura, showing a couple of matches that he's had in the past and everything that he's done over at NXT. I was when a couple months back, when they were talking about bringing Shinsuke Nakamura over to the main roster, I was on the fence about it because I was like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of NXT, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of their wrestlers. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing what he can do. What type of program they're going to put him in, who he's going to be feuding with. But yeah, that should be pretty good. KO came out and with an open challenge, and I was sitting there thinking, okay, he's going to fight somebody from from the roster. No, he just faced a jobber. It was a waste of a match. I'm not a big fan of KO, and this didn't really help his reputation in my eyes. So then he goes out and says, as long as he's the U.S. champion, he will be the face of America, and that he was going to be sitting in on commentary for the main event, which was Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles. It was a really good match. It went back and forth quite a few times. One of the big spots was Baron Corbin did a backdrop on AJ Styles into Kevin Owens. They kept fighting outside. AJ Styles threw Baron Corbin into the audience and quickly jumped back into the ring to make it into the count of 10. So he won by count out. And from the looks of it, I personally thought that Kevin Owens was going to run in and hit AJ Styles, which he didn't. I was surprised because that's usually how encounters like that happen. You get thrown into your future opponent, and then the future opponent comes back into the ring after you won the match and beats the shit out of you. In all, it wasn't that bad of a SmackDown. they could have done the matches a little different. You know, I honestly would have put the 6-pack challenge as the main event over Corbin and Styles. They made no use of Tamina. They made no use of Sin Cara, which is, why are you bringing these people over to your program if you're not going to use them? Especially right after the shakeup. The New Day wasn't used, which I don't know why. Like I said, it's probably because they're waiting for Kofi Kingston to get well. But not. I mean, my own excuse me. My only big complaint was the new acquisitions weren't used. With everything that happened with JBL and Mauro Ronaldo, JBL, I think it was last week, the crowd was cheering "Fire Bradshaw," and it was funny that Bradshaw was very conservative in his commentary this week. Not sure if he's afraid that his job's on the line, if he's going to be no longer with the company anymore. But I thought that was a pretty funny observation. But another Smackdown in the books. It was good, like I said. Hopefully, in the coming weeks, they can bring their new wrestlers into matches and not just having them stand out behind the stage and just look pretty. But I'm going to jump. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button if you like it. Leave a comment down below what you thought about it. If you haven't already, subscribe so you can get updates on my channel. And I'm still working on a whole bunch of other new videos. I got a couple lined up in the process, so they'll be going down pretty soon. So thank you for watching, and like I said, I'm going to jump. See you at the next shot. If it's too loud, you're too old. See you later.